Cindy Hodnett with Furniture Today. We are here on the ground at High Point Market, bringing you stories about introductions, designers, everything you want to know. We're here today with Lisa Davenport of LDD Interiors, an old friend of our publications. Lisa, welcome.
Thank you, and thank you for having me. I'm excited for today, and I'm excited for the market in general. It's going to be great.
It's going to be a great market. Now, first of all, we brought you to readers for the first time with your tiny house renovation. And the cool thing is the Made in America furnishings for tiny house. How are the renovations going?
We are about halfway through the interior. We are, yes, doing furnishings, but 90% of the renovation for the house, we're taking it down to the studs. We're using American-made product, or at the very least, when you're talking about finishes like plumbing and so forth, they are at least assembled here in the States. Wow. So we have doors coming in from the Midwest. It's exciting and it's wonderful, and I am always on the hunt for that American-made product.
Well, and I think that's one of the things we want to mention. You are one of the market pros here, this market, and you were telling me before we started that you are actually, your assignment is here at Suites at Market Square, right? So what are you going to be looking for while you're here at Market, both for that and for your own sourcing?
Well, for our own sourcing, it's really important that we bring our clientele as much American-made product as we can. And honestly, it's all about the story. You know, every American-made product comes with a story. You get to know the people, you get to know the people that are making the products. Some of these companies are hundreds of years old and you didn't even know they were around, you know? So one of my buildings, I actually have a few, but one of my buildings is the Suites at Market Square. And what I love about the Suites at Market Square is there's a lot of little golden nuggets, I call it, right? These are the ones that are, a lot of them are starting up, or they've been around for a while and they're like, we're gonna go to High Point and we're gonna make it. You know, yeah, we need to know who they are. So I am really on the hunt. I've been doing some research. I've found a few companies. I'm gonna go check them out, talk to them about their story, and see what they've got to tell us.
I love it. So talk a little bit about some of the Made in America manufacturers you work with already.
So one of our favorite Made in America manufacturers is Hubbardton Forge. You know, we are based in Connecticut. We have a second office down in Naples. So it's just a hop and a skip up to Vermont. To watch the craftsmen forge. I mean, I had the distinct, or the luxury of being able to tour the factory and stand side by side with the craftsmen building the fixtures. I got to meet the gentlemen that have created our custom fixtures. And here's the amazing thing. Almost everything they source is from America. There are some American-made manufacturers, and I'm not faulting anybody, but they will import their LEDs. Not Hubbardton Forge. They're getting the LEDs from the Northeast. They have one or two pieces of glass that are outsourced. Otherwise, Simon Pierce, for example, is doing it. And that's what we want to tell our clients and tell our consumers, that not only are you celebrating American craftsmanship, but let's not forget that you're being more sustainable, because, hey, they have to follow some very, very strict laws, right? Think about the carbon footprint by just bringing something overseas. It's already here. It's here and it's being distributed here. And those are just a couple of reasons why it's so important to maybe think a little bit harder about purchasing American-made.
And to go on the treasure hunt here for a lot of different types of products as well.
And I will say this, a lot of times I hear from people, I can't afford American-made. That is not the case. That is not the case. You know, Southern Drawl is a company that we do a lot of work with, and they are a field to fabric company. So the farmers grow the cotton, and then they make the towels, they make the sheets, and they send them off to us, you know. They are no more expensive than some of the Italian lines that I've sold for years before I started this American-made product mission. So it's not.
We cannot wait to see what you discover. So tell our viewers your social handles so they can follow along.
So we have two. The best one to follow right now is LDD Interiors, but we also have Cashmere and Blue Jeans. Cashmere and Blue Jeans is our registered trademark. That's exactly what we do. We're a little bit country, a little bit rock and roll, you know? So those are our two handles.
Fantastic. We can't wait to see what you discover. And again, thank you for stopping by before you get busy with market.
Cindy, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Stay tuned for more coverage.